So, Vladimir, could I turn to you?
Thank you so much, Kir. Thank you for this meeting, for organizing this meeting, and thanks to all of you for supporting Ukraine. I want to start with a few important points to my mind. First, since Tuesday, there has been a proposal on the table for a ceasefire, a silence from war, in the air, at sea, and on the front lines. This is an American proposal and a full unconditional ceasefire for 30 days. And in that time, without killings, it would truly be possible to negotiate all aspects of a real peace. Well, we talked about who would delay peace and slow everything down, and now we see it clearly. A ceasefire could have already happened, but Russia is doing everything to prevent it. Putin is lying to everyone about the situation on the ground, especially about what's happening in the Kursk region, where our Ukrainian forces continue their operations. Our troops have also stabilized the situation on the front in Donetsk region. I mean, Pokrovsk. It's a big work of our heroes and this big success, I think so. And Putin is also lying about how a ceasefire is supposedly too complicated. In reality, everything can be controlled, and we have discussed this with the Americans. The truth is, Putin has already dragged out the war for nearly a week after the talks in Jeddah in Saudi, and he will keep dragging it out. This is Russia's war, more than 3 years of full-scale fighting and destruction. To stop this, active pressure is needed, not just talks, pressure on Russia. Strong measures are needed to take even the first steps toward ending the war. This includes sanctions. Sanctions against Russia must not only be maintained, but continuously strengthened. And I ask you to take these steps and to work with your partners on this. Second, we must define a clear position on security guarantees. Security is the key to making peace reliable and lasting. We need to keep working on the contingents that will form the foundation of Europe's future armed forces. Peace will be more reliable with the European contingents on the ground and the American side as a backstop. There must be clear commitments on how this will function. The same goes for investments in defense production, both in Ukraine, where it's now growing the fastest, and in your countries. Europe needs its own arsenals and the capability to produce the most advanced weapons. It shouldn't take you 3 to 5 years to produce ammunition when it's about your defense and it's about your security. Please do it as soon as possible. Also, I ask you not to forget about strengthening air defense both in Ukraine and in the future in your countries. We all need protection. I thank each of you who is helping us with air defense. And this is a very bad signal, taking Russia's opinion into account regarding the contingent. The contingent must be stationed on Ukrainian soil. And this is a security guarantee for Ukraine and a security guarantee for Europe. If Putin wants to bring some foreign contingent into Russia's territory, that's his business. But it's not his business to decide anything about Ukraine's and Europe's security. And third, we need to unite not only Europe and G7, but also other countries around the world for the sake of peace. Many of you have connections across the globe, in Latin America, Asia, Africa, in the Pacific region. We want to end this war in a just and final way. And we have mobilized diplomacy to the maximum to achieve this. And the world must understand that Russia is the only obstacle preventing peace. I ask you to talk to everyone from Brazil to China, from African nations to Asian countries, about the fact that real peace is needed, peace through strength, peace through forcing Russia to take all necessary steps for the sake of peace. For many years, Putin has been lying to the world, claiming that he did not provoke or prolong this war. But now, with a ceasefire situation, everything is very clear. Whoever imposes unnecessary conditions that complicate and delay everything, that is the true cause of the war. Putin does it. The path to peace must begin unconditionally, and if Russia doesn't want this, then strong pressure must be applied until they do. Moscow understands one language. I ask you to talk to America, to President Trump, to help bring peace faster. This can happen through full sanctions, strong pressure, forcing Russia to make peace. Peace is possible. It's possible when we all work together for peace, for security guarantees, for ensuring that the aggressor gains nothing from this war. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Slava Ukraini.